Okay guys, welcome back. So today we're looking at the long-awaited video, long-awaited review of the PXG irons.
Finally here at TXG, we have PXG.
Not to be confused.
It's been a while since we've had this in the, well, it's not in the demo matrix yet, but for testing, we'll put it through its paces.
Yeah, it's been a long time even for testing.
The business model has changed in that time.
Big time.
Yeah, has it ever.
It's a very different consumer offer now. Much more of a direct-to-consumer brand than it was in its early days.
Yep.
Can't help but say that's been nothing but good for the brand.
Yeah.
In terms of getting it out into more golfers' hands and making the price more accessible, I actually think that was a masterstroke.
It seems like you get people actually talking about it. I played with a friend of mine I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
He had a 5-wood from PXG, and he would never have been a person to buy PXG ever.
Yeah. I think there's lots of people like that out there. The 0211 series has also opened up, I think, the PXG brand to people. I mean, even in a price point that no OEM can live with.
No, not even close.
They're down in the $100 and something, for a driver, in the US, and so it's incredible value. But we're going to focus on the irons today, on the Gen 5s. Matty, you have the XP.
I have the XP.
XP, yeah.
Yes.
So that's the largest of the sort of offerings on the irons.
Okay.
Strong lofts.
Yep.
27 degrees of loft on the 7 iron we're going to test today.
Okay. Strong.
37.5 degrees. So it does mirror something closer to what modern 6 irons are.
Yeah. Sort of like that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would say what's your 7 irons? 34.
I think so.
So a good difference.
It's a pretty big difference.
Quite a difference.
It's a pretty big difference. Yeah.
Yeah. So all the similar technology in there, with the polymer inside, vibration dampened, perimeter weighting, great feel. I'm expecting to see all of that similar stuff.
Yeah.
New weighting system, centralized weighting system.
Yeah, big.
Yeah,
big through there.
And adjustable. On I think when you go on their site, if you were to order a custom set. I know if we order a custom set, we can get different weights in there as well. I think
so you can swing weight.
I think there's a 4, 8, and 12. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what I've seen. The silver ones, they do not change. Do not take those out.
Oh, okay. Just the black one.
Yeah. So
cool.
I like what they've done with that. They've kind of in a way simplified that system, but they've still got the same kind of look, and with obviously the tungsten.
Yes.
We were just reviewing the ping irons earlier on, talking about.
That's right.
Tungsten in the toe, tungsten in the heel, obviously spreading the mass, making them more forgiving. We've kind of got the same idea here. So yeah, we're going to run through their paces and take a look and see how they're stacking up.
It's a good start.
That's a great sound, doesn't it?
Good strike.
It feels very good, very soft. Yeah, good guess.
Almost dumped it. Well, we'll take that.
Yep.
Opening salvo. I mean, no issue really with too little. With 5,000's okay.
That's okay. Yeah.
Especially when you're coming in, we talk about this guys a lot, what's the land angle, what's the peak?
Yeah.
That's not bad at all, covering all of 190 very comfortably.
I did not have to swing hard to make that go 190,
And often with these clubs as well, once you're losing loft like that, that's when you start to hear the clickiness.
Okay.
Really was not clicky at all.
No, not even close.
Yeah.
No,
and for the person that needs this loft, it's still like that descent angle super steep. Like you're going to stop it, no problem.
No issue at all.
46 for sure.
That's the crazy thing. Like you can hit something like that, and it's as good as it gets.
That's nice. Yeah, I had some distance. Pretty good. I didn't hit that super flush, but it
didn't kind of come off the face quite as quickly as the other ones, but
got away with it.
It's very actually similar to the first one in terms of the carry number.
That's nice.
Sounded good.
Yeah, the feel is very soft. That doesn't feel like a techie iron at all.
Does not. No.
Not at all.
Doesn't sound clunky. That's the biggest thing. I know we always talk about sound,
club, it's really nice.
Yeah.
I think that really is probably the beauty of having that X-Core 2 material all the way through them is you're never going to get that clicky sound.
Right, even at this amount of forgiveness.
Absolutely. So being able to put that lighter material inside the iron has a kind of double effect. Obviously, vibration dampening, dampens sound. but will also allow the heavier material which is in the frame to create that perimeter weighting that makes the club very, very forgiving. You add the tungsten to the toe and the heel, and then you get more, and then you add the weight centrally located behind the strike. I mean, you've got lots of things at play there with the iron that make it a very stable iron.
Yeah, no, that felt great.
All right, let's move into the P model, the slightly smaller.
Nice.
Very good.
Good swing.
Very good. Still plenty on it.
Well, that's got a lot
That's
on it.
going
actually.
a long way.
Whoa.
187.
It's pretty good too. Just the face a hair
A
open,
little
but
bit.
it's got the distance.
Good miss. Yeah, flushed it.
Yeah, it's a good swing.
These feel good. There's a little bit of offset there that might put off some people, but it's not like, it's not offensive. It's just a little more than you might like. That's nice.
Yeah, good swing.
Yeah. I mean, none of these have been perfectly struck. They're all a little in the toe, and it does really well, I think, with a bit of a toe strike.
So as we compare those side by side, it's performing right how you'd want it to. It's not got quite the same jump. It's a couple of miles an hour. You know, we always kind of, you know, say to me what we're looking for in ball flight's balance. So good speed, good launch, spin is up quite a bit. Not really sacrificing a lot of distance though.
I thought it would be at least 10 yards. That's nice.
Lovely ball flight there, Matty White. One of these has got a chance.
Oh. That one's hit nice.
Very good.
Really nice sound on that. Felt good.
Good swing.
That was
Good
excellent.
too.
Go in.
I like this one a lot.
It's long.
Yeah, good, isn't it?
Yeah. That felt good.
Yeah, that's a good strike.
Yeah, the flight's noticeably a little higher, a little bit spinnier, which it should be. But those three, to me, like, were very similar. Right on top of each other. No standard deviation at all.
That's the crazy
That's
thing,
nuts.
is how good how tight the spin rates are on them.
Yeah. And the ball speed. 0.
Looking at those two, I mean, you would assume that you could actually combo the P and the T quite nicely together.
I think it would be a good combo set, yeah.
Yeah, based
Because
on
the P might be nice in a 4 and a 5 iron.
Yeah. All right, 0317ST, new one, Matty. I actually hadn't seen this one until Nick dropped those
me
heads
neither.
off to us before.
It's a really good looking back badge. Yeah.
I had seen some of the ST blades of the previous version, which I liked, the kind of milled version. It does seem though that this is kind of went almost even in a cheaper direction.
Yeah.
This one.
And a blended set too. The I guess
Oh,
the
is it?
4 and 5 or 3, 4, and 5 are
So the-
more of
yeah.
a cavity back.
Okay.
The 3 and 4 cavity back.
That's very cool.
5 through to gap wedge
Right.
on the blade. Very nice. Very come again. Extreme dark finish and chrome.
Okay. We got the chrome.
We have got the chrome. $195 Canadian per club.
That's really cheap.
If you
Wild.
buy 5 or more, which you're going
Which, of course, you're
right, you're going to buy 6 or 7 anyway.
So really, ironically, a kind of a affordable set of mill blades from PXG.
it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, not what you would have expected.
And some people who maybe aren't a huge fan of the look, the rivets in the back
Yeah.
and that sort of thing, might look at this and go, it's nice and simple.
It
It's,
is.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see how this is. A little bit more loft in this one's 33 degrees on the 7 iron.
Okay, so it
it's
should
more
fly
into your-
a little bit shorter?
Yeah,
Okay. Should still maybe get out to 179 or so?
I think so. Be right
Okay.
about that.
That was nice. It feels good.
Sounds really good.
Very solid.
A
It went.
chance.
Be good.
Oh, rascal.
That one felt really good.
So really, really consistent ball flight. It really is. I mean,
It
that-
is, yeah.
that's identical.
That's good too. Be curious how similar that one is, because that is a very similar swing. It felt like
I
anyway.
bet it's identical. I really do. So I think you've got any level of golfer is going to look at one of these and be pretty excited to play any of them, really.
Yeah.
Every level of handicap's covered, and you can blend the sets.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the blended set you could make a hell of a blended set.
Yeah.
For these.
And even better, everything in lefty.
Which
Massive
is
boy.
shockingly good, isn't
That's rare, isn't it?
it? It is, yeah.
It is rare.
Yeah. It's
take
even
a
like the
chance.
blade being lefty is crazy.
I know. Interesting. I mean, definitely not as hot as the 0311 range.
No.
Quite similar in terms of the launch and spin, actually, to the T.
Yeah, almost the same, really.
Almost identical. You just lose a little bit of that ball speed via the launch.
Yeah.
Via the loft.
Yeah.
So you do lose a little bit of that, but if you're looking for potentially a slightly higher peak, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I was impressed with those.
Sacri-
They all felt really good.
Sacrifice a bit of speed for that tightness of dispersion and
Yeah.
consistency. I'd take it.
Yep.
Definitely. Yeah, it's set obviously all about balance, because with this guy you can get smaller increments, loft increments in the short irons. Some of the other ones, you start to see like a maybe a 39 degree 9 iron. You might see a 45 degree pitch and wedge, etc. So it's 5-6 degrees, whereas this is kind of 4 degree increments on the way up, which I think a lot of people, especially better players, will like that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. No, I was impressed with. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but they were better than I expected.
I didn't know what to expect with this one, but yeah, nothing really we can say. But I mean, the only thing that is, and I know they have it in previous models, and I'm sure they still sort of offer it. It seems like there's maybe a lack in the Gen 5 of a big time game improvement iron,
Like a
super
huge
game
one?
improvement.
Yeah.
And you used to have the
They used to have
SGI.
one.
They did used to have a huge one.
As you look at it now, though, I suppose maybe that's where they found that market, the 0211 and the 0211Z, the hybrid iron set.
Right.
Maybe that's where they just go, okay, you
go there.
can benefit from these. We design these for, super game improvement. These are very easy to hit, just get up in the air.
Yeah, true.
Perhaps that's what they're looking at. Again, we've not had as much contact with PXG over the last few years. Great to see. I know, friend of ours at Chris Marino is at PXG and is now in charge of kind of connecting key accounts like ourselves, which is great. So I think that's what's going to make it a lot easier, certainly, to test the product moving forward. I know you guys have wanted us to do this for a long time.
Yeah.
The comments will be screaming out, please test the driver.
The woods will be next, yeah.
The woods will be next, They were being used today, so we actually couldn't get a hold of the wood sets, which is fine. That's for another day. And I think it is worth looking at some of the cheaper models as well. I mean,
for sure.
It's crazy. If we look down the Canadian market, the 0211 gets down to $130 a stick.
You can make a really good value set of
I
iron.
mean, that's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cheap.
It really is. I mean,
Sweet.
not what we can say, guys.
No, it's just good.
Other than positives.
Yeah, they
all
performed.
positive. Yep. Yeah, all positive.
Okay. Guys, more to come with our PXG tests. It's lovely. We've got them in the studio now. It's great to have you guys see our thoughts on it, compare it to other ones. You guys know Matt's baseline numbers when it comes to iron and wood testing, so you can really get a good feel for how these perform against other kind of top lines in the industry. Like we said earlier, the direct-to-consumer model is very disruptive. It is a very smart play, in my opinion, on their part. They obviously are a strong marketing company as well. They have a very strong presence from that perspective. So lots of advertising. We see them on the Golf Channel a lot.
Yes, we do.
So it's obviously they're backing up some bold claims with bold performance as well. So
we'll be back for the woods.
We will. Okay, stay tuned, guys. We'll see you again soon.